Welcome to Narnia. We're going to take you on a little tour of behind the scenes. So we start here in the foyer, and we've got the story in a nutshell for anybody that wasn't too familiar with The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. But as people walk in, they come this way, and first of all they register with Mrs. Macready in the Professor's house. Over here we have our map of Narnia, the bags for the children because they get their own craft bag and booklet of things to do. And over here we've got a little set in the Professor's house with his chess game and croquet and his grandfather clock. But come on, let's go through the wardrobe. So the wardrobe doors were carved by Christina. She worked very hard on those. As we go round, don't forget to look out for the 7 little mice that are hidden in the scenes. The wardrobe was put together by Andy and Felicity. So we've got lots of donations in here of people's fur coats and their vintage suitcases and hat boxes. Come through to Narnia. Okay, welcome to Narnia. In here we've got 30 real Christmas trees, as well as a few artificial ones dotted in between, and a few fabulous branches that all sorts of people went foraging for in woods and forests locally. Look out for the hidden extras. We've got a little owl hiding here and the little fox at the bottom, as well as some little robins, squirrels, pheasants. As you walk through Narnia, we've got 200 metres of snow across the floor. As well as the rolled snow, we had a lot of fun with the sprinkled snow. Over here, you get to meet Mr. Tumnus. Mr. Tumnus was painted and drawn by Miriam, and Laura helped us with the legs and his hooves. Come on, this way to the beaver's house. These brilliant archways were handmade by Jim, and lots of children were really busy gathering leaves and sticks and branches for us to use in the beaver's dam. Over here we've got Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. So again, these were painted by Miriam, and Felicity worked hard on filling their little kitchen area here with everything that you can see. Again, some wonderful donations from members of the church, our rocking chair, spinning wheel. And over here above the fireplace, we've got 2 wonderful paintings by Geraldine. So Mr. and Mrs. Beaver's Wedding Day and Care Paravel. Through our next archway to the Witch's Castle. These snowflakes were handmade by Hattie Jackson, so thank you to Hattie. And here we are at the Witch's Castle. The sleigh was made by Jim, and then Chris Martin has decorated it for us with the paint, the icicles, the lanterns. We've got some wonderful stone statues in the Witch's Castle that have been donated by lots of church members. And over here we've got our White Witch. So she was dressed by Laura and Felicity. She's actually wearing Catherine Jackson's wedding dress, but with a few icicles in addition. I don't think Catherine wore those. More icicles on the gates down here. And then we enter spring. So our Narnia flags, which were made by Sarah Harley, and the stands were made by Nick Taylor. And we move into spring with the greenery, the grass and the flowers. Through here we've got lots of swords and shields that were donated from various Cornerstone children, and some were painted by Christina as well. Down here we've got our little fireplace, which was built by Lydia and Christina. Here we come to the stone table and we meet Aslan. So the stone table was created by Adam, and some students at Cornerstone kindly knitted the little mice for us. Aslan's head is made by from paper mache and was done by Roger Marvin. The body underneath is chicken wire stuffed with bubble wrap, but the fabric was bought online and I think he's come out really well. The roaring sound behind him was found by Nathan Taylor, and the lighting and the music from the tech team, Tim Taylor, Mark Dorr and others, has been fantastic. Now we walk through to Cair Paravel. Our stained glass windows were made by Lorna Middleton. And the 4 thrones were made by Claire Miles. In the backdrop, we've got banners that were actually used for Cornerstone Church back in the days when we were in Margaret Glenbott School. As we come to the exit, we've got our manger and a nativity that was knitted by one of our church members. And we've got our book here that Tim and Fiona Taylor made for us. So thank you so much for joining us in Narnia. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you were able to come and go round it yourselves, but we wish you all a very happy Christmas. So all the way around on the floor we've got animal footprints and human footprints for everybody to follow, so they know which path to take. And in front of each scene we had a big selfie spot poster, so everybody knew where to stand to have a good family photo in front of each scene. We've also got an A1 poster at each scene, which explains the gospel as you go round. And all of the artwork was done by James Rowe, as well as the Christmas card that you may have seen that we produced this year as well. And thank you to Emily Cooper, who did the beautiful flower arrangement in Cair Paravel for us. So the Christmas tree on the stage was kindly donated by Marion Goodall from her garden. It's 14 foot, and the maintenance team were brilliant in getting that into the building and managing to get the lights all the way to the top, so big thank you to them. And they've also helped with all sorts of bits and pieces in Narnia, so they've been a great help. Okay, we'll sneak round the back of the forest and show you where the music comes from. Hiding behind some of the scenes are our speakers, so it feels really magical as you walk into the woodland and you can just hear the soft ambient music. We've got some different music playing by the White Witch, and then obviously we have Aslan roaring with some more music over in Cair Paravel. But up here at the PA desk is where we control all the lighting and the music. Okay, now we're really behind the scenes. In fact, you are above the scenes on the scaffolding tower. So this is where Tim Taylor put a huge black curtain down the middle of the auditorium so that we could separate winter from spring. And this is where the lighting's rigged.